Or yeah.
Hello and welcome back to Astromantics, the show where I talk about love and other things. I'm here with Mary. Hi,
Hello.
Mary. Here, I'm going to mute myself, okay? I'm like, oh,
Then
hey,
you're
say
like, hey,
something. I know.
it's okay.
Oh my God. Today I'm excited. So Mary, I asked Mary, I was like, oh, what should we do Astromantics about? Right. Like I kind of maybe another new celebrity. And Mary was like, drops in my DMs the new trailer for the new season 3 Bridgerton. Right. And I watch it and I'm like, oh, and we're doing this one. We're doing Penelope and Collin. I know that's not their real names. We have their real names in the Luna, but we're looking for chemistry. Yes, we know that in real life they're not together. It's not a thing, but I'm curious to see the chemistry because
Yeah.
there are some
It's
actors that you'll see get together and you're like, oh, damn, that was palatable. And there's other
right.
ones where they're like, it feels forced, right? And you're like, oh, you know?
Yeah. Like 50 Shades of Grey comes to mind. That felt
Yes.
really forced.
Sorry, that was
Right.
really loud. But yes, exactly that. You're all, oh, I
um,
want more. I want better chemistry there, right? But she's a,
yeah.
yeah,
When Bridgerton does a good job of like it's palpable, right? And I think
yeah.
maybe they do a lot of chemistry tests or something because
If they
Daphne
don't,
and Simon,
they
right?
should.
You like feel it when they're looking at each other. And
Yeah.
then I'm watching season 2 right now, and so Kate and Anthony,
Yeah.
right? You feel it.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and so
Yeah.
then, but I feel like what's great is that Penelope and Collin have been like cooking
Right.
for a while.
Yeah.
They
You've been
clearly have
seeing
really
it.
good banter.
Mm-hmm.
They're good friends because, right, they can
Yeah.
carry on a conversation and make each other laugh.
Right. Well,
She actually encouraged him to
yeah.
travel
Right.
because she wants to see him like grow as a person, right? There's like
Yeah. She's
an
all, you
actual
got some sag
caring.
up in there, pal. I want to see it bloom. Right.
Yeah. What, and like I'm not gonna let you get taken,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you get like manipulated into this situation where you're gonna be like tied down with a baby.
I know,
um
right? With because she saw the other side of the, yeah. If you haven't seen Bridgerton, watch it. So we've
well,
been
you should
watching
definitely
this.
not be listening to this if you're worried about
Yeah.
spoilers, because
Get
like
out of here. Get out of here if you haven't seen Bridgerton. Why are you here?
we're speculating about season 3, so there's definitely going to be some 1 and 2 spoilers,
I was trying to think of like how do I look more Bridgerton on this episode? So I'm gonna put a gigantic flower on my head.
there you
And I'm
go.
gonna put on some gloves because that's gonna help me really get into Bridgerton characters, you know.
Right. Yeah.
You put on my, I only have color red. I know it's a scandalous color in Bridgerton world, possibly, but really,
Is it?
I
um oh my god, and I thought about Kaylee because they have like Bridgerton
maybe what
Bath and Body Works. They have a Bath and
Bridgerton
Body
Bath and
Works
Body.
line dedicated to
Oh,
Bridgerton right now.
oh my God! Now I have to check that out. I haven't even like thought about that. Well, let's
We're gonna have
talk.
to ask Kaylee, your daughter, right? We gotta ask her what's best there.
Yeah, exactly right. My daughter who works at, yeah, Bath and Body Works currently. So this that
Um,
we're talking about this actress. Oh my gosh,
Nicola.
what Nicole?
Yeah, so
What's
with astrology and fiction, right? So like shows that we watch, there's like multiple ways you can go. You could look at what time the character was born, and some shows we have that information,
yeah,
right?
right.
But chances are people weren't like thinking about their astrology when they built this. I think the best way to look at a character's astrology is by like the actor
Yeah,
that's playing it. And then if it's like a book, then
right.
you just speculate based on what you know on the character, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
their Venus looks a lot like this to me, right? Or
Right.
something. But with shows, part
Mm-hmm.
of the enchanting nature of it, I think, is how the actor or actress like brings it to life,
Yes.
right? I think there's always some infusion of the actor into the character. And so looking at the actor's chart
Right.
to me is the more interesting way to go. Other people might enjoy the speculation more,
Mm-hmm.
right? The recreation of a chart, maybe,
Right.
or looking at just how like universe created that character based on this random birthday they picked, which
Right.
I've done with like Gilmore Girls, right? They give you very clear, they tell you what time Rory's born, what day, right? So everything. So it's hard not to like look at that character
You know
based
what?
on that character's
Um,
chart.
when my daughter and my husband, they're working on a comic book together, and Kaylee bases her characters off of a fake chart. Like she'll ask me, she'll be like, "Oh, who would say this?" And I give her my best guess.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And you could reverse engineer that. I just don't think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
We would, right?
Yeah.
We're writing a book. We would
Oh,
literally pick we would pick the chart first and build the character
that's
probably
right.
from that.
That's totally what I would do. So this character here, right? I'm thinking of, so the chart that we have is the planets that this person already has, and they're going to be accentuating. They're probably going to be tapping into, you can't help but be your chart. You can't, right? Like you can't help but tap into it. And even if you're playing something else, then it's like you're still tapping into pieces of yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why. So we're gonna look at Penelope Featherington. The
Yeah.
actress's name is what? Nicola.
Nicola
She's
Nicola
Irish.
Coughlan. I watched Dairy Girls before too, and that's that she's in that as well. My
And
screen
then
went.
Luke Newton is the name of Colin Bridgerton actor.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna look at their charts.
And then just for reference, Luke Newton is here. There he is. He's had a glow up in this new season, right?
Definitely.
Hello.
Well, and so
Although,
does she, right? She
yes,
definitely, they like put her in like
dark
bright
colors.
yellow dresses,
Yeah,
bright red
right.
hair. And
Yeah.
now she's like literally gonna be, it's like a coming out and
Yeah,
coming of
right.
age or something,
There's
right?
a
Like
little
glow up.
man, right? But I kind of wondered if they would throw like a twist and put in like, because her bestie, right? Her bestie here, right? Boop, Eloise.
Yeah.
A part of me is like, oh, what if they found each other? Anyway, maybe that'll happen in another one. But
I'm
those
sure
are,
there's something good
yeah.
cooking
So
relationship wise
let's look at Nicola Penelope, the chart.
yeah.
Okay, so we don't have a time of
Okay.
birth for Penelope, right?
Yeah. We don't. No, we didn't. I don't have a time of birth for either of them. So what we have here is noon, but we
Yeah,
have the right day
right.
and place.
Yeah.
So aside from the rising and potentially the moon, hers is at 17 degrees. So it's probably
She's
safely a
still gonna have Taurus
Taurus moon.
moon action, yeah. Which I
Yeah. I
love.
mean,
I mean,
basically, if we
equally.
go from midnight to midnight on that day, right,
Yeah.
is it still a moon in Taurus? And
Yes.
with it 17 degrees, yes.
Yes.
Sometimes if somebody's is really close to the beginning or end, there's
Hmm.
ambiguity there, right? So
Yeah, we've got
but
this
so
Mars here, but she probably is a 0 degree Mars. Well, yeah, right. A Mars in between. So she's in that doorway that you're always talking about, right?
yeah,
Uh,
that would say the
being,
same, right? Mars
yeah.
is slow enough to where she's definitely a 0 degrees
Yeah.
Mars.
This is really fun to see her glow up like this, then in like even like an actor setting, right? 0 degree Mars. She's coming from a Pisces, softer, mermaidy, sort of like swim away if it's uncomfortable, piece into a Mars, daring, bold, right? It gives a fierceness. So I
Right,
bet that's a duality she has in her own life, right?
right. Something she shares with the character.
Yes. Something she
Um,
definitely shares with that character is that Cap sun you're looking at right there.
yeah. And
Right.
then we have a Capricorn sun and a
Yep.
Taurus moon.
Yes.
Who's a very earthy
Yes.
person,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Don't even need to know the rising sign. No,
No.
this is
No.
an earthy person,
This is
grounded.
an achiever. This is an overachiever, right? As all caps are. Fuck you, Capricorn. You know you're an overachiever. You make the rest of us look like we're slower than slow, right?
In the 11th, or no, that's the 10th house, right? So
Mhm.
Capricorn career,
Yeah. Well, we don't know
Capricorn
the
on Capricorn. Oh, that's true. We don't know the houses.
we don't know it, but
Oh,
we do
I
have,
want to.
I know we have a sun and a Mercury there in Capricorn. Thinks like a
Right.
Capricorn, brings awareness like a Capricorn, right? Uh, brings the boss energy, right? Which her character totally does. Her character is initiating something that's never been done before, at least in their world, which is a scandalous, right? Like,
Yes. Well, and very risky, right? Really
yes,
kind of that bold Mars stepping into, right? Is
it's exposing authority, right? The levels of hierarchy, very cap.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right. For like greater good almost,
Yeah,
right? Like it's throwing off the the power play.
that's right. Because she doesn't care if you're a queen or a Featherington, right? Like,
Right.
she's shining it on all and then it equalizes people, right? If we
Yes.
all don't rise, right?
Well, there's a certain amount of manipulation that's possible, right? Like that character riles up the queen, or like
Yeah.
will. There was a point when like she works with the lady that makes the clothes, right? Because somebody else came to town.
Right.
So then they work together, and by saying something about her in her paper, right, like or in her column,
Right.
that woman is busy again. So there's like there's like a power and a control that rivals like the royalty in the show, or like
Right.
at least has an ability to like influence it.
Mm-hmm.
The queen's like waiting for the, when is she gonna strike
Right.
again, right? There's like it's a definite like power play. And so you see the cap, the cardinal, the
Right.
moon, or the Mars cardinal.
Yes. Right. And cardinals, especially young cardinals, there's a little bit of a dare in all of them. Like, young cancers tend to be like emo, right? Like, you'll see the black around the eyes, right? You see the harshness. I'm harsh, but I'm also initiatory, initiating feelings or talking about those. But initiator energy. So young cardinals are very like loud. They're louder, I feel like. And then as they get older, they're like, oh, now I know how to get people on board, how to really bad boss this bitch. But yeah, that's some massive cardinal energy. We still have that softness, Jupiter and Pisces, right? This still gives for a person who feels connected to higher emotion, right? Who is connected to what's the deeper meaning of things between people, right? What's the
Right.
deeper meaning of emotional, spiritual intellect between people, right? There's like this.
Like a belief in love.
Yes, yes, yes.
um and then the Chiron Gemini, which is interesting because this character's a writer, you know
Right. Oh yeah.
um
And
but in secret. So
yeah,
like
yeah,
wounded healer.
yeah.
What is hard to do? Be curious and communicate and write, right? But what do you have to do to heal? Be
Right.
curious and write.
Communicate.
And
Mary, you're a genius. You're a genius.
I'm sure that this character feels so good because I
Yeah.
think that this person can identify with the character so much, right? Like there's
Yes.
so much that
Like,
feels on brand that
chose right, a moon in Taurus, that's luxury. I like luxury things, not necessarily expensive things. Like, that's not actually a Taurus trait, although nice things tend to be expensive. So right, that's it. But so another person, I think I was looking at Anthony, the guy who plays Anthony in Bridgerton 2. Shortcutting. He had Scorpio Taurus, and I think he had a Taurus moon too. And I was like, oh yeah, playing somebody old. We see. So in his chart, I think he was a Scorpio rising actually, but he had a sun in Leo, Anthony, that guy's chart. And then
interesting.
Taurus was his seventh house of other. So we see him playing a Tauresian, old school, luxury person. Here we see a
A
Libra
man that
person.
is obsessed about resources, right? Like,
Yes, he is, right? Yeah, that's him, right? She's obsessed with partnership.
oh yeah, right.
And we see
Um,
her being obsessed with partnership.
right. The kind of theme of her gossip, really, right? Which
Yeah.
is kind of that Gemini Chiron would kind of be gossipy.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then the
yeah.
earthiness, right, would be judgy, like
Yes.
you couldn't help it and it would be
Yes.
okay, right? Like it would just be observational, really. But
That's why
like
she freaks out. Her character freaks out when she makes mistakes because her character would totally freak out if you were
the
making a mistake.
Pluto Scorpio generation, right? Investigative about partnerships. So it's like this
and strategy.
Topic of all the gossip, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, totally.
Okay, we should look at his now.
Yeah,
I'm
let's look at his. So takeaway from hers is we have a lot of Capricorn. We've also got some Sagittarius popping. We got a Venus, Saturn, Uranus, right? This is attracted to older, unconventional, right? As a person in general, and somebody who likes to travel. Ninth house. Well, it's not ninth house, but it still is ninth house in that Sagittarius.
Right.
So this is a person who's attracted to a cultured person, right? Somebody who's can teach and be taught, right? And tells the truth, cares about that as well. And then we've got Mars. We're going in the doorway from softer to bolder, and then a Taurus moon. Yes, I care about nice things. All right. Luke Newton, aka Collin.
Bridgerton.
Collin. So Collin here. Hello, Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. Hi, 16-degree Aquarius.
I wonder if they named the corgi after him, right? The corgi's name is Newton.
You know the corgi's name in the movie?
I'm rewatching it. Okay.
Oh,
so it's like
yeah.
But I also am very obsessed with corgis. So these are
they are so cute. They're with their little squat legs and their cute little bodies. Yeah.
It made me love the character Kate more that she had a corgi that she was like really fiercely protective of too, right? Like,
so as I'm looking at Colin's chart, right, I noticed this Cancer moon and Mars here, right? Cancer moon Mars. That makes a person actually like can be shy about pursuing sex, right? Mars wants to be open, direct, and honest about what it wants sexually, but a Mars in Cancer has to flirt at it, emotion at you at it for you to pick up on it, right? Because
the wave.
They kind of walk away. They don't. There is not an assertion there exactly,
right?
You know?
Initiatory.
Yeah, or it is initiatory, but not in a it tends to be in a nurturing way, mothering way, rather than a overt sexual way.
Right.
He definitely.
But then a Venus, an Aries Venus.
Oh my God! You know what? He's turned on by nurturing women, right? He wants to even pursue women who are boss energy, right?
Well, and because this would be actual, but this is why they probably have so much chemistry, right? On camera is because of this Venus, right? Aries Venus, and then the Mars Aries in her chart is 0 degrees. Right. So she's new to that Aries energy. Yeah. And it's like the only Aries in his chart.
Venus conjunct hers, right? Hers is 0 degrees.
Yeah, Venus, Mars conjunction.
Oh, you know what Aries this means for this guy though, too. Like finding a long-term partner would be rough for him in some way.
The Aries or the Aquarius. That's the Aquarius sun. Right. So we've got Saturn ruled, Saturn in Aquarius next to the sun.
Right. Naturally reserved, friendly, but reserved. Right.
And probably takes a long time to feel mature.
I love this. Yeah, it takes a long time that I talk about, right? For things to dawn on Aquarius placements, right? Like we'll be like, no, I have my mind made up about that.
And then Saturn is slow. Right.
Really slow, right? Massively so. And he processes that way too, right? So he thinks in maturity, he's aware in maturity, which makes him reserved, right? Gives a shyness there too. I think a Saturn in Aquarius can, if it's conjunct a sun or an ascendant, definitely gives the appearance of being a shyness. And then people feel shocked when they're like bold or they're like friendly as they are, you know? Like what?
Right.
That I didn't see that. That was not
like a very observational person with a lot of boundaries, right? Which could also feel like a lot of walls.
Yes.
Somebody who would require a lot of space, right? So this wouldn't be somebody who would naturally be able to be very, very close with, especially the Mercury there too.
Yeah.
Right. That's just adding to this like
process.
Probably can communicate your boundaries.
Yeah. And then Venus is quick to infatuate. I bet he's had his feelings hurt in his lifetime. right? Like Venus is
Oh,
quick
and
to,
then the Cancer, Mars, and Moon would be like
yeah.
almost like a hopeless romantic,
Yes.
wants family, but then doesn't want to get hurt again
Yes.
because of the emotional capacity. So
Yes.
then the Aquarius Sun
Mm-hmm.
um and Saturn would be
Mm-hmm.
like, you are going to take it very slow before
Yeah.
you get hurt again,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Probably fall in love quickly with the Aries, but
Yeah.
won't actually do anything about it because you don't want to get hurt.
Yeah. Right. That's right. Um, yeah, no, I think it's totally a thing. Aries and Venus too. Aries and Venus people do have glow ups though. My mother had a glow up. She's in Aries Venus. She was always beautiful, right? But like didn't know it until she got older, and now she's like knows it, right? But Aries and Venus will they tend to have glow ups, I've noticed, right? There's like this a reversal in attractiveness, maybe, something about that. Another person who
Right.
I
As soon as an Aries
Mhm.
Venus hits the I don't give a fuck mark, they become really attractive to everybody else.
Yeah,
Right.
yes, yes, that's right. But like they're when they're younger, they're quick to, oh my God, I'm in love, right? Like any
Quick
fire
to
Venus.
pursue,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Quick to chase, because that's
Oh yeah. And I want to be chased, right? Like is attracted to chasing, definitely. Is attracted to chasing. Um,
probably attracted to quick
yeah, I wonder if
flames too, right? Like
as an Aquarius, if I'm attracted to someone and they're way too easy, my double Aries is like it's way too easy. They're like, yes, now, today, unless I've already been texting you or there's been some friendship in between, right? Aquarius needs a friendship in between. It
friendship.
needs, yeah, it
Oh
needs
man, and that is so on point for
brand.
this character, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like this trailer, he's
yeah,
literally asking his mom,
right.
right? Is it true that the best relationships are like friendship
Friendships.
foundation?
Yes, yes,
Because he's like, if that's true, I might have fucked up here. Right.
yes, yes, right. And then Aquarius also, as soon as something's gone,
Oh
then they'll
yeah.
be like, oh, wait,
That's also kind of an Aries Venus too. Is like
yeah,
I have competition.
yeah.
Look out.
Oh, yeah. My mom told me once if she ever felt threatened, right, by another woman when she was like with my dad or whatever. My dad Pisces, so we know that guy's attractive, right? We know women be looking, right, because they sense it. So my dad's this guy. So my mom would say when she felt like ooh threatened by, then it made her like want to pursue him more, like it
Yeah.
made her double down.
Yeah.
But then she was like, wait a minute, this is unhealthy. If he's doing that, like that's,
Right.
you know,
It could be a little transparent. You're
yeah,
only interested now because somebody else is,
right.
you know,
Yes, but
it's a
I
little
love though that he wants to pursue so a Mars in Cancer, at least I know of a few Mars and Cancers. I attract them like hotcakes. I have so many Mars and Cancers actually around me. Um but there is this um they pursue by starting with touch or like feeling, right? No talking.
it would start, yeah, with intuition and the
Yeah.
vibe, right?
Yeah. But then they
The
don't usually know
moon,
how to make that move into touching, kissing, operating on that flow sometimes, right? But
right?
then that's more like my Virgo husband, whereas his brother, who also has a Mars in Cancer, Moon in Cancer as well, he doesn't, he didn't at least appear to, when I was younger, struggle with getting women, getting ladies. You know what I mean? Like he didn't appear to struggle with it like Jeff seemed to struggle with it. But I think that this person in particular, I think he'd be more of a struggler because he's got that Aquarius happen up in there, right? Aquarius, they're only fast if they feel a friendship in some way is already established, like sapiosexual, right?
Right.
There's a be smart and intuitively smart, you know?
Um, and needing of space. So it's almost hard to like, I
Right.
mean, this there's a, what was it? A Libra,
Yeah.
Jupiter,
Yeah. Can't go wrong.
right? So like
Mhm.
we'll find like joy and abundance in relationships, but with all of the Aquarius, you wouldn't necessarily feel super motivated maybe to be
Yeah.
giving up your freedom.
My daughter has this same thing, right? She's got that Jupiter and exact trine to her sun, same as he's got, right? Jupiter, sun. Kaylee has this too. So it's like, well, hers is the house matters there for her, right? Because
Yeah.
but yeah, what it gives is it gives a the more the merrier. I'm a star in any group I'm in. She's a Leo moon, but they become like yeah, it gives brother energy. It gives brother energy, right? It gives sibling energy to me, right? Like all right, let's look at this chemistry. First of all, we see this Mars Venus. I can tell you right now, there will definitely be some kind of chemistry.
Well, we see that already,
Yeah,
right? Like that's why we're so amped about the season is like it's very clearly there.
right. I was going to see if his Mars is almost in square to her Mars, right? Almost, which also makes for good chemistry. Like take tension, right? We've got a Mars who's at home and stepping into doming. Let's just call it what it is. That's what she's going to become. I mean, Capricorn, if you get woke in there, you're going to be a dom, you know? And so, and then a Mars in Cancer kind of wants to be led, right? So we have a following, but we'll have ideas, right? Following them. And then we have a, right?
Some of this is really interesting, right? Because like I'm looking at the nodes. So like
of course you are. You're all, but where's their karma? Where's their karma?
Well, how does it feel to act with this person? I would think very karmic.
Yeah,
right?
node in trying to know. Look at that.
More than that too. Look at
19
there is
degrees.
a
Yeah.
South Node Jupiter conjunction.
Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, right here.
Right. And Libra.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Probably knew each other in a past life.
Yeah, right. Maybe we're married in a past life.
Right. Then we've got the whole piece that we're talking about traveling and that being part of the character.
Yes.
In Sag, we got North Node conjunct Saturn too.
Oh,
right?
yes.
A life's purpose conjunction with direction. These two are both directional.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
a life purpose and a karmic calling.
Yes.
So she will teach him something about his karmic calling by her being mature or like owning her Sag purpose, you know.
And then we've got a North Node in Aries, which is a lot of this like coming of age, initiatory, badass, glow up energy.
Yeah.
Right. We've got a North Node there.
Yeah.
And then a South Node conjunct Chiron. So the wounds that we were talking about, the writing wounds. Right. The writing being access to healing too. There's a South Node conjunction. So past life with that somehow, you know, these nodes are very
telling a story.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think that's what kind of gives a show extra chemistry or give characters an extra, you know, relatability or depth. Yeah. Is like the reason that you care about what happens to them. Right. Is because you can feel these things that you see, this connection between two people. This would come through.
Oh yeah, we've got moon trine moon. Hers was in here, right? Yeah, hers and his.
Oh so man, a Taurus and a Cancer moon.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. They should just touch each other's
they
bodies.
I kind of hope they end up together. Like
yeah.
Not as just a stunt, a PR stunt, but like a real
Oh my god, they would have the most dope house. Their staff would be best. like with best clothes, right? Like, but quality. They would pay artists, right? They take a smaller house that is like awesome, that's well run, right? With yummy food. I want to go to their house for dinner, right? I want to be invited to Lady Penelope Featherington's house with Collin, and I want to, well, I guess she'd be Lady Featherington. Oh my God, why am I forgetting? I'm forgetting their last name.
Lady
Bridgerton,
Bridgerton.
the show.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, right. Bridgerton.
What? How cute. She would actually, I know that, like, I think they're not, like, where the season leaves off. Eloise and Penelope, I don't think are
No,
besties, right? They're like
no,
having problems. But if
no.
she married in and they were
Because
like sisters,
so this is because at the end of season 2, which all of you should have seen already, this will not be a spoiler, but we know that basically Eloise uncovers that Penelope is the writer, right?
which is dangerous. But then again, right? So this is something where the queen was literally like, I want to kill this person, right? Like,
Yeah.
probably execute them, or find out it's a kid and then
And
maybe
she
not.
hires
I don't know.
Eloise to do it, right? Eloise is the queen's hire to figure out
Yeah.
who.
Well, yeah, you just get the impression that, like, if this person were to be revealed, it would not be on the good side of the queen, right? Because there's always that challenge, and then it would be like, that is legit dangerous.
Yeah.
But then this character and this actor, right? It would feel has this kind of Aries challenge about them, right? Like, it's pushback, this boldness, and then the fact that there's a North Node there, and a fresh Mars stepping in.
Fresh Mars. Fresh Mars.
Like, that's danger. Ooh, right. Like, tell me who doesn't love danger more than Aries.
Oh my God, right. Okay, so they got like good Mars is almost a square to Mars. Now you do like to see that in a moment, right? Between two people, like in a
sexual
moment.
tension.
Yeah. It adds to it by a lotly. And then the moons are in flow, which softens it, makes it more like ginger, right? Right? Because like they're feeling it, and then when they come together, though, that water earth is gonna feel held, so it's like,
I would really love to see these guys end up together in real life, or at least attempt it. They have to at least feel like they've known each other before.
They do,
like, that has to be a familiarity there.
I think her Capricorn will feel old to him, so I think they'll both feel old together, and something about that will give a kind of bond in and of itself,
right? They'll be like a little old couple
getting together
from day one.
Yes.
All right.
Look at all this Capricorn though. Holy shit. Okay, I know we're like at time, but yeah, I'm looking for. So what I see, I expect to see sexual chemistry. Yes, I do. I expect to see some like gingerness, but when they start rolling, I expect the roll, right? The
jealousy and the Aries and the danger to come up.
Yes, but she's gonna dom him, and his Venus is gonna say yes, ma'am. That's what I want to see too.
Please.
Yeah, I know, right?
That.
Thank you for listening.
Also, just like, if you so I'm thinking we need to do like Anthony and Kate.
Simon. You're like the whole series. Yeah.
I need some comments to confirm that is what I do.
Okay, yeah, same, right? I'll leave it if there's no comments. Anyway.
Maybe not. We might do it anyway. Who knows?
Who knows? I'll be whatever. All right.
Okay. This is really fun. I'm
sorry.
Yeah,
right? Super awesome.
Yeah. I'm not sorry.
I know. Right? All right. Thanks for joining me, you.
I love you.
To everyone and to you, Mary. We'll see you later.